Welcome to Yoga Travels with Karen. I'm Karen, and today I'm going to take you through a short sort of routine of different exercises you can do to strengthen, to stretch, and to create some mobility through the shoulders. So you really don't need anything. You can sit on a chair for this if you like, although some of the exercises or the positions might require you to be on the floor, but otherwise you don't really need much. So if you're ready, come and join me and we'll get those shoulders nice and mobile again. So we're going to start in a seated position, so that can be on your mat or otherwise on a chair. So let's just start a little bit with moving our shoulders back and forth. So let's take a breath first of all, big breath, and open up the arms to the sides. Maybe looking up a little, filling up the belly, filling up the chest, opening up the chest. And as we exhale, let's give ourselves a hug, crossing the hands. Now just have a quick look and see which is over the top. So my right's on top of my left, and then giving yourself a nice big hug. And we're going to tuck that chin towards the chest and bring the elbows down. Little round through the back, looking down. Maybe feel a little stretch through the back of the shoulders, or maybe even on the top. And let's inhale and open up nice and wide, lifting up. If you find that it's too hard to lift those arms up, just bring them down a little bit further to wherever is comfortable for now, and you can work up to it. So let's open up. And as we exhale, closing down, other arm on top this time. Give yourself a nice big hug, chin to the chest. Elbows coming down towards your legs. Inhale, let's do a couple more on either side. Open up. And crossing over the other side. Come down as far as you need to feel a stretch in those shoulders, maybe across the top or the back, wherever you feel that tightness. Let's open up, the last one doing this. Cross the arms the other way, nice big hug. Really walking those fingers back this time, chin to the chest. Good, and coming back to a neutral position, which is just going to be with our hands on our knees, either on the ground or on our chair. All right, let's work a little bit more in those shoulders. So bringing the hands now to the shoulders. We're just going to make some circles going forward, as though you've got a pen on the end of those elbows, and just see where the tension is. If there's any discomfort or pain, just feeling where it is. Just keep that breath going as well. That's it. Oh, I can feel some nice crunching going on in my collarbones. Let's get some synovial fluid moving through these shoulder joints. In order to do that, we need compression and movement. So we're compressing and we're moving. Perfect. All right, let's go back in the other direction. Going back, forward. Listening to the beautiful bird sounds here. Oh, there's a nice chilly day, hence lots of layers on me. Oh, that feels good. All right, let's just relax in our neutral position. Let's bring those shoulders up to the ears. Big inhale, and as we exhale quickly, let's drop the shoulders. So even exhaling through the mouth here. Let's inhale. Exhale, drop. Let's do 3 more. Inhale. In. Last one. Might make you feel a little bit lightheaded. Taking some big deep breaths. All right, we're going to work on one arm at a time now. So we're going to have a bend in that arm, and first of all circles towards the back. So I want you just to keep your body forward and just bringing the shoulder back and forward, and we're going to reach across, still with a bent elbow because probably our knee's in the way. So coming back a little and forward. So maybe even using this other hand on your knee to create a slight little twist as you do this. So getting that motion through the shoulder and a little twist at the same time. We might as well combine a few different movements. That's it. So now we're going to go towards the other side, but I want you to open up that arm a little bit. So your left hand on the right knee, and we're going to still bring that arm back now, but with having it open more so it's not bent now. Straighter arm is what I'm trying to say. And try and bring a nice big circle over to the front. Don't worry about coming across the front. We'll just do these circles to the back, almost as though we're doing a freestyle stroke in a swim. All right, take some nice big strokes while doing this. Again, a little bit of a twist using that left hand on the right knee. Getting some movement through the shoulder, and just take a note if you are hunching up your shoulder up to your ears. Try and relax the shoulder so we're really getting a nice movement. This is giving us our mobility, this is giving us our compression, movement, and also some strength. You might feel that a little bit in the lats, in the back there, through the shoulder blades. All right, good. Okay, let's do that to the other side. First of all, let's do a bent arm now on the other side. So twisting a little bit, so we're going to push our hand against that knee and creating those circles with our bent arm, a little twist as we come right across the body, twisting around. That's it, keeping that elbow bent for the moment and not coming too far back. This is more coming across the body. Good, let's do two more. Last one. All right, now let's go the other side. So going to the back side now, the right hand is on the left knee to create that little bit of a twist, straightening out that left arm now. So our freestyle stroke, coming back and forward. That's it, coming back and forward, and just go to whatever motion you can do. And you might find it frees up as you do a few more. Or you might find you need to do this a few times before it can start to free up. Maybe you have a pre-existing injury or just a lot of tightness in the shoulders, in the shoulder blades. Beautiful. One more. Nice big freestyle stroke, coming right over and bringing it back to the center. Perfect. Now we need to go in the reverse. Okay, so let's first of all go with our right arm. With that bend, we're going to reach across first, just keeping it bent and bringing it back and forward. So we're leading with the elbow. Forward. Oh, I hear a click and a crack. Maybe you can hear it even in the video every time I do a circle. So again, using that hand as a bit of a twist, to create a bit of a twist in the spine. All right, one more. Good. Okay, left hand on the right knee now, straightening up that arm. We're going to do a little bit of backstroke now. All right, so coming forward, and let's reach it back, looking over to the back, scooping that hand forward, up and back, looking back if you can, creating a twist. Good, let's do two more. Excellent. All right, back to our neutral position. Good. Now the right hand is on our right knee and elbows bent, and we're going to lead with the elbow again, and we're coming forward first and creating a circle. So remember, not coming so far back. This is more about coming across the body. Let's move that shoulder by moving the elbow. Good, one more. Excellent. All right, reaching across, right hand on the left knee now, hand coming to the front first as we do our backstroke, reaching up and over, looking back, scoop that hand under, forward, up and back. You might find that one side is a little easier than the other. Perfectly normal. Let's do 2 more. Great. All right, coming back to our neutral position. Let's give those shoulders a little bit of a shake. Do you feel maybe a little bit more loosened up already? Perhaps. Okay, we're going to come over onto our tabletop position now. So coming over onto our hands and our knees. All right, coming into our tabletop position, we're going to do some scap shrugs, as they're commonly called. So scapula is around here in our shoulder, well, are our shoulder blades. So we're going to basically drop our chest down through the arms. That's it. So we should feel those shoulder blades coming together, our scapulas coming together. And let's push up and down. So it's very controlled. Keep your belly button pulled up to your spine, and your tailbone could even be just tucked under a little bit, so we're not arching through the back. We want to keep a nice straight neutral back, pushing those arms down and up. Well, the chest is coming down rather, up and down. This is also strengthening, stretching, moving, mobilizing. Good, let's do 2 more. Excellent. Okay, let's do some circles now with the shoulders. This is a little bit more tricky and also a little bit difficult to explain, but I'm sure that you'll figure it out. Just do whatever works for you. So we're going to do some circles with those shoulders, or a little bit with the body. So let's move the shoulders forward and the body comes back, and we're going to bring the shoulders up to the ears, bring them back towards the hips and down and forward, up, back and down, just moving. As I said, could feel a little bit awkward, but just do the best you can. Can you feel some crunching? I certainly can. It also feels really good. Right, let's go back in the other direction. This will test you. And you might feel, as I do, a little bit of discomfort in different places now as we roll through the other side. I can really feel it right here in this part of my deltoid and part of my shoulder. Good. All right, give them a little shake and just coming back onto your heels. That one's a little bit difficult to do if you are practicing on a chair. However, coming down to tabletop is obviously going to allow you to do that exercise a little bit better. Also because then you have the body weight, your body weight on your arms as you do this. All right, so let's now stretch through our deltoids, through our shoulders here. So we're going to come back into our tabletop position, and we're going to start with our right arm, and we're going to lift it up just to as high as you can come. So you'll create a little twist, but don't worry too much about the twist. It's about a bit of movement in that shoulder. So opening up, and then let's thread it through, coming down onto the shoulder. And as we inhale, we open up, and as we exhale, threading through. Lift and thread. Let's do 2 more. This time we're going to come down and hold on our shoulder. So we're going to come down, place some weight onto the shoulder, and the head comes down. And you might find with this left hand that you can push away a little and maybe looking up towards the other shoulder, towards the top shoulder, creating a little bit more pressure, a bit more weight onto the deltoid, onto the shoulder. Hold for a few more seconds. Keep the breath going, not holding it in. Good, and let's come up and lift that arm up. Maybe you can move it up a little further. See how you go. All right, coming down and placing the hands on the knees. All right, let's do that now to the other side. Whew, got a cold breeze coming through there. Goodness, I've got my thermals on. All right, the other arm now, coming up to the side. See how you go, how far high you can lift it, threading it through. Let's inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Let's do 3 more. Two. Reaching across and reaching up. And this time we're going to hold it. So coming down onto the shoulder, onto the side of the head. And with that other hand, just pressing up, maybe lifting that right hand side of the body up a little. Looking up towards the right shoulder now, up towards the sky, in my case, beautiful clouds. Couple more seconds here, couple more breaths. Good, and coming up, and let's lift up that hand as high as we can and bringing it back down. Beautiful. All right, we've got one more exercise here now. We're going to come all the way down onto our belly. And now we're going to stretch out. So I'm going to stretch out my left arm to the side, and my right arm is going to be bent, and I'm going to look towards my right hand, towards the bent arm. We want to keep the legs a little activated, so pressing the tops of the feet down. You might find that the knees come up as you do this, as you press the top of your feet down. All right, now we're going to lift up, trying to keep that left shoulder down. You might feel that right through the shoulder, the bicep or the tricep. Nice little stretch. Not a common position that you would normally get yourself into. So it's good to do these positions on occasion. So let's just move a little. So let's just look down and a little semicircle with the head looking up and down. And pressing that hand down as you look up. Keep those legs a little activated. One more. You might find that right hip's coming up a little bit too. I certainly find that. And lifting and holding. Looking up. And let's release. Good. All right, let's just cross the hands over and just place the head down on the side. Relax the body. Bring the toes together. Allow the heels to fall out to the sides. Just for a couple of breaths. Good, all right. Now let's bring out our right arm directly to the side. The left arm is bent. We're going to look towards the bent arm, the left arm this time. Bring the side of the face down. Just check that your arm is nice and straight out to the side. All right, let's lift up, press that left hand down and looking up a little to the left, up towards the sky. And then just bring your gaze down towards the mat. You don't have to bring the head all the way down. So inhale and lift. Again, we're creating a little bit of a twist here as well. And pressing, looking down. Keep that arm pressed down. So we want to roll that top shoulder down a little. So we're getting that stretch through the arm, through the shoulder, bicep, tricep, looking down, looking up, lifting up a little. Last one, looking down. And let's lift the head up to the side and holding here. Pressing that hand down. Press that shoulder down a little bit as well. Looking up. Good, and releasing down, looking down. And let's cross those hands over and bring the head towards the other side now. A little rest. Let the heels fall out to the side, toes are together. Perfect. just rolling onto your side, bringing the knees in, help yourself up nice and gently, not forcing anything, and sitting however's comfortable, and maybe just have a little shake of the shoulders and see how they're feeling. I feel quite supple now in my shoulders, and they also feel quite light, so I think just stretching them out a little bit, creating that compression, that movement to get the synovial fluid going, as well as releasing and stretching out the arms. So well done. You can do this little routine anytime, or just even remember a couple of the little movements to do if you are sitting behind a desk a lot. Most of the things we do these days, we're sitting in this position. Sometimes our shoulders forward a little bit, so just remember to bring them up and back, and maybe occasionally just look up. Take some breaths. Thank you for joining me. Namaste, and we'll see you next time.